Yo, what's good? What's good? It's your boy, old man Dexter Davis, aka Doc Savage, the man of Breezy, the man of Brizons. Thank you so much. You're now in the building, in my actual building, my actual domicile, chilling with Dex. Is live right here on YouTube on the Corner Store television YouTube channel. I'm gonna sit back. Well, nah, fuck that. I was gonna sit back, but I can't relax with all the shit that's going on. All of the shit that's going on today. A lot of stuff going on today. What's up, Miss T Mert? Shout out to the wonderful Vive la France. Vive la France. Vive la France all day. Telegram da foro testa moro foot. Suit. Y'all, both of y'all know I cannot. What's good? What's good, best? What's up, Miss T Mert? Oh, you listening to E? I love. Hey, this is the reason why chilling with Dex has become a thing. Miss T Mert say she's listening to EPMD, one of the greatest hip hop groups of all time, and you would not be doing bad by listening to EPMD, the best of EPMD all day today. I'm pretty sure it's a wonderful day. I hope everybody's blessed. I hope everybody's doing well. Just like anything else in the world, there's ups and downs. Oh man, EPMD is. Come on, Miss T Mer, do I like EPMD? Really? Do I like EPMD? That to me, that definitely shows me that you're a European, because to even ask me that question. Oh yeah. Hey, what's up, best? My man Matthew. He made an order. I saw your order today, Matt. I saw your order today, Matt, and I confirmed your order. Hopefully, a T-shirt will be. Man, I'm gonna have to apologize right now that these shipments be taking forever. I know you are over in Europe, so I can understand if it takes a little while for the fulfillment to get to you. But thank you so much. If you didn't understand what I'm saying right now, my boy best, Matthew from France, as well as Miss T Myrtle's on the live right now. They are French citizens, français, that are, I will just say friends to the channel. They enjoy what I talk about and the things that I do. And I have my merch store is finally open. I just found out something about that. That's one of the things I wanted to talk about as well. While I had y'all here, was how hard it is to be a YouTuber. On Chilling with Dex, if I actually had an appointment today that I was going to do Chilling with Dex, but the facility called and said that they were going to be having the thing today. So they canceled, which is fine. And so I can do it from the comforts of my home, because I was going to do it from out there, go and handle some business, come back, set up the live. I mean, not set up the live, but continue the live while I was here at home in the comforts of my crib. It is hot as shit. If shit is even hot, but I'm pretty sure it is if it's coming out somebody's ass. Pause. But the San Fernando Valley in Los Angeles right now is absolutely on fire. It's not as hot as it's probably going to end up being next month and the month after that. And actually, October is probably one of the hottest months in California if the rains don't come early, which they sometimes do. They sometimes end up coming early, which will cool down the area. But yo, check this out, y'all. My merch store is open. Please go to Corner Store Television. That's Corner Store Television with a K, to my Instagram. Corner Store, all one word, Corner Store Television. The link is in the bio to the merch store. I've made several posts in regards to the merch. I've made several posts of what the merch looks like. I designed it myself. Um, it's not. I've also launched a semi clothing line with that. My left coast and left the coat. The word coast is obviously spelled with a K as well. My left coast clothing line has also been born. We're testing some of the logos and things like that. The ones that we've come up with. Shout out to my nephew, Christopher Davis in Atlanta, Georgia, who not only helped me with the first images for some of the merchandise, but he also helped me learn how to do some of the logoing and create some of the stuff that is going to be on the clothes. So I couldn't be more happy, man. I'm blessed. I just want all the people, the 23, almost 24,000 subs, to share my channel. It helps me. It helps me. Chilling with Dex is a show where I kind of show how my vulnerabilities. You know, most of these podcasters don't delve into the. Well, that's not true. That's a lie. Most of them are very vulnerable. I show speed to fucking Kai Cenat and all those guys. They show their bedrooms and all that. But see, I'm an older guy. I ain't finna do all that. The fact that you inside my living room right now should tell you everything you need to know about how far I'm gonna let people into my, life. Being a media or trying to be in media, not only to give your opinion, but talk about current events as well as current entertainment events and things of that nature. You're going to expose yourself. My cousin, he's not really my cousin, but we're like really close friends. I consider him. He may not even consider me family. But my homeboy, I'll just say his initials is WJ. My homeboy has said, you're right for this kind of shit because you talk. He said that I don't know if I should have been offended when he said this, or I should have been, like, oh, okay, that's a good thing. He said, Dex, you're perfect for like doing shit like this. As far as like the media and being in front of the camera and being funny, laughing, being loud. Because he says, dude, I've been places and knew you was there already because I heard you before I even saw you. So I was like, damn, am I that motherfucking loud? I am a big dude. I got a big voice. I have a big laugh. I like to have fun. But damn, I guess there are certain characteristics people have that predestined them to be a certain thing. If they don't find that thing, what's up, man? What's up with it, Jay? That's my homeboy right there. This dude that's on the live right now. I love all of y'all. I love all of y'all. Miss T Mert, you better be listening to me as well as EPMD at this time. Best. I already know, Matt. I already know what the deal is with you. It's all one love with everybody that I love. But Matt, I got to give you the special love because you the homie. You've been down thick and thin. There's a particular other person too that I haven't seen in a while. I'm hoping she's doing well. She's in Brooklyn, New York, and her name is Light Slim. That is her YouTube name. I actually know her name, and I'm not gonna say all that. But Slim, I haven't seen in a while or on the lives or anything, and I've reached out to her on social media. Haven't heard from her. I hope everything is good. I hope her life is doing well because she's another fan like Matt, like Best from France. They would always, I don't care if my live was on at 2 a.m. If they was up and they seen the shit, they was on there. That just show you how much love some people have for you. And I appreciate it. And this guy right here, Jaw Honey TV, that's my boy Chris. That's my boy Chris. I was in a film, a short film that he directed, and we became friends. Ever since. I support what he's doing YouTube wise. I support his endeavors artistically. I love the guy. I love the people that he's involved with. Shout out to Haro. a friend of his that he worked for, that he directed this project for, and they just became really good friends of mine. I remember when we went to the rap party for the little movie at this nice little spot. I think it was in Burbank or Glendale, one of the two. I can't remember. But when I pulled up, I checked the little spot. I'm like, damn, they had the dude's grandfather, I'm not grandfather, father, who was like the patriarch of the family and started the business where the project was all about, gave me a stogie. And I was like, fuck, we had a good time that night. Yeah, my boy said, man, we are approaching a year since we met. Very thankful. Me too. God bless you, Chris. God bless you. And see the thing about, let me tell you something about Hollywood. And he can confess to this. Living in this not only this state. Now, let me tell you something. Most people think California, California, California. When you think of California and you're not from here, you think of Hollywood. You think of Los Angeles, you think of Universal Studios, you think of the movies, you think of being famous. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're not from here and you come to California, you go to all the tourist traps, LA, San Diego, all of that. There's other cities in California where those people who live there feel a million fucking miles away from stardom and the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. They live in the state of California, but if you went to where they live, not saying they poor necessarily, because you're probably assuming I'm saying they doing bad. No, there's just little towns that are tucked away that you'd feel like you're a million miles from LA. You'd get homesick for LA because it will give you the sense of that, almost like you're in the Midwest or you're in the South or something. Just totally. And there's a lot of people that are actors and comedians and artists and people that are really into the Hollywood glitz and glamour that buy homes in those rural areas just to get away from it all. Chris can confess to this, being an artist. You know what I'm saying, Chris? You understand that, man. Hollywood can be a burden on people trying to make it here. Now, if you don't have enough cojones, or if you don't have the balls or the makeup to be able to wade through the shit, because I'm gonna tell you right now, it's shit. I don't give a shit if you're in New York trying to be an actor, stage play, comedian. It's shit. Literal, not literal, but figuratively, actual feces you gotta wade through before you actually can get clean and do the stuff that you want to do. I know people right now that are acting and doing parts in little sitcoms, and they're not major players yet, but they're starting to like crack the surface. You got to wade through the shit even then. You got to wade through the shit till you finally get to a point where you can write your own ticket. What I mean by writing your own ticket is the first 2 or 3 vehicles that you're in, and what I mean vehicles, not cars. I'm talking about projects, film stuff. The stuff that you in there that's good and get your name out there will give you the ability to be able to produce, write and direct, and do all your own stuff and release it and distribute it to where you have the power over what you're trying to do. Just like my man said right here, he said, yep, I was living in San Bernardino country. I loved it. Has its craziness, but much more removed from Hollywood. And think about that. Think about what he's saying right here. You want to be in Hollywood. You want to do the work. You want to create a lane for yourself, but it's so difficult mentally, like anything else. You got to know that there's some football players, basketball players, hockey players, people that work on skyscrapers. There's pressure everywhere you look to be a success. This is the reason why people say you should try your fucking best to find something you love, lest it be not as stressful. Because when you love what you do, when you come there, there's always going to be problems. I don't give a shit. Let's just say you start your own business and it's t-shirts and it's this, that, and the third. What's up, Vern? Shout out to Vern Miller. Damn, we got a lot of people in the live. Shout out to my boy, Vern Miller, the dangerous gentleman from Brooklyn, New York, via Virginia. Vern, I'm still going to be debuting some new music you sent me. on new artists, music review. Don't worry, I got that. It's a lot of ups and downs. One of the things I love about doing this particular content, chilling with Dex, is because I actually get to tell you personal stuff that's going on, the struggles. Everybody likes to look cool, you know. Oh, I got 22,000 and I'm doing this, and you know what I'm saying. I got this going, and you know I'm about to be this and that. I just learned everything that you see that I've been doing on YouTube, TikTok, and all of this shit is from right up here. Without any of this, I don't have to spell out what that means. If you're doing your fingers like this, you know what this means. And you see there's nothing in my hand, so I don't have what I'm rubbing together. I don't have it. I'm working on it. This wonderful domicile that I pay rent on taken care of. The car I drive, gassed up. Insurance on it, taken care of. Meaning I take care of my responsibilities and the necessities to be able to even do a video like this and talk to you like this. Grind that shit together every day out of nothing. And when I say nothing, I mean nothing. I prove that there's a God every single day I wake up in the morning and leave this crib. I prove there's a God every day I pay bills and no income other than the income I've created, which is not substantial. It's great. It'll do what it does. But I'm gonna tell you, the bottom you'll have financial independence when you can say, I have no inkling that my bottom will ever fall out. If you know you're rich when you say, there's one thing I ain't got to worry about. I ain't got to worry about getting put out of my house. I ain't got to worry about not having no money in the bank. When you could say that, you've arrived financially. Then when you could take the burden of not having no money away. Come on, man. Whatever other problems you have, whatever other fucking problems you have, after that is taken care of, will be insignificant at best. Now, I'm not saying, look, money can't cure cancer. If there's a cancer drug out there we don't know about that costs $10 million, I guess it can. But there's certain things that could happen to you if you got wealthy that money can't cure. That's the only reason I'm saying what I'm saying. All I know is if that particular thing in my life, I don't know about you, and I see people on the live, Best just said, facts, do what you love. You got to do what you love. Not only do what you love, and not just doing what you love in order to monetize it. I know that's the ultimate goal. Let's be honest. That is the ultimate goal. But also the ultimate goal is make sure that you doing that for the love of it, and you want to do it, and the money will come. Then you just don't even worry about the money. Just do it. Ice Cube said it best. If you're not willing to put, this is crazy when he said this. If you're not willing to put 3 to 5 years into something wholeheartedly, no money, every dollar going into that or paying your bills so you can live. If it's just like the constant, but you ain't making no bread, people give up. People give up. I've been looking for investors into this. I don't know if I can consider Corner Store Television, Corner Store Media, all of this stuff is real because I've made it real. If you say in your head, that shit real. I got a media company. This is what we're going to do. I got a YouTube, all that. You make it real by saying it's real and meaning it and then working toward it. Not everybody else is going to see your vision. So if you go to people, even people that know you, that know that you're going to work hard to try to make it happen, and you ask them, hey, I need to start a merch store. Would you invest? Or if I need this, would you invest? They're going to look at you like my homeboy did, the one I mentioned earlier, WJ. And they gonna say, bro, I see you. I see the grind. Look what you've done. Look to the point that you've gotten to. Look at the subscribers, grassroots subscribers. And let me say, before I continue, let me tell you what grassroots subscribers mean. When I first started doing this shit, everybody numbers is low. Nobody know who the fuck you are. So you're gonna do just like anybody else, or you're gonna listen to what you see online. Oh, pay for these comments. You could pay for subscribers, you could pay for likes. Those be bots. Not all of these companies that you would pay to help you grow your YouTube or whatever it is, TikTok, whatever it is, are necessarily bots. But they gotta find the people from somewhere. Sometimes these companies create these supposed people that are your subscribers. Sometimes they don't. But my grassroots subscribers, meaning I talk to someone who does promotion for platforms and does promotion for social media, and they charge a ton of money to teach you how to grow your shit. The starter kit this lady told me about, the starter kit to promote all of my things was 5 bands. I was like, I ain't got that. And she knew that I was a good dude. She knew that I was trying my best, and she knew this older person was trying to do something long lasting that could help him continue to live. So she said, you know what? I'm gonna give you some information for free. And I'm only telling you guys this because it was told to me. Now I know the game's supposed to be sold and not told. So I'm only gonna tell you a little bit about what she said. She told me to do a specific thing. I did that specific thing, and that shit changed my YouTube channel forever, for the better. I think Best knows. I think Miss T Mert knows exactly the thing that I did to draw them into Corner Store Television, because I never knew Matt before I started doing the things that woman suggested. He noticed the things that I was putting up and said, you know what? I like this channel. This channel cool. These are things that I love. Obviously, when the woman told me, she said, put up the things that you love. We all know that people's attention spans, especially on social media, is like that. Most people's attention spans are 60 seconds or less. This is the reason why reels and shorts on different platforms were only a minute long. I guess people's attention spans are starting to widen because they made that a little longer now. See, there you go. He just said he became a part of the team, or a part of the Corner Store family because of the shorts, because of, you know, some of the things that he saw in the shorts. He's like, damn, I remember that song, or I remember this, or da. From there on, I went crazy. And over a 3-month period, my son even mentioned it. He said, Dad, you went from like 1,000 subscribers to almost 15,000. That's through prayer. That's through God putting people in your path. And one of my family members is going through something right now. They came into a wonderful, wonderful blessing and did a lot of cool shit for themselves during that period. You know what I'm saying? It was a small window. A lot of times when you get a blessing of an abundance, especially if it's money, we ain't had it. We haven't had this. I haven't had no money. So what happens is you don't really know what to do with it. You make all these plans. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna start this. And the plans always go awry because, you know, there's side missions to when you come up on something. You'll go buy some herb or some clothes, or, you know, and all that shit. And next thing you know, all of the blessing is gone. and you sitting back, pretty much back to where you were. It's happened to me since I've been living here in the valley. I made a move from South Central Los Angeles, where I've lived the majority of my life, and I've stayed in several different areas in California. I would be lying if I said I didn't. But majority of my time has been spent in Los Angeles, like just straight up LA. Nigga, what's up? Anybody from Cali will tell you, there's certain areas where you can go and your mind can be free from the sirens, loud noise, the homeless in the alley, the smokers. I would come home in my old apartment, which is in a good area. If y'all don't know where Baldwin Hills, California is, Baldwin Hills, California is right near. It's all in the heart of where Nip used to do. Nip is from 60th and Clinton and Slauson, which is like 10 minutes, 2 minutes from there, actually. But I was in South Central Los Angeles, not too far from my old high school I graduated from. But I had to, prayer is a real thing. And I hate to keep harping on that a lot. Everybody be loving the fact that I be talking about spirituality, but I know some people it gets turned off, it turns them off. And that it is what it is. But ask yourself why your life is that, the way it is, when you realize you shouldn't be getting turned off by talking about the Lord. You actually should listen for a minute and give that a try for yourself and make change in life. But that's neither here nor there. But I had to make a move to get out in an area where it's quieter. The only sacrifice I had to sacrifice in order to do that was dealing with this heat out here. This heat is a motherfucker. My bills be wild on this power shit because, during the winter, obviously that's not an issue. My gas bill, hell, I got credits on my gas bill. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had a gas bill in 3 months because I've had credit on it. But that power bill, I'm still, I paid that motherfucker down to zero and it had been $400. Now it's back up to 2. So that just tells you the power situation is wild in the valley or in any of these hot areas. Unless you figure out a way to cool down your crib without having to use all that power. But it is what it is. Hence what I was talking about earlier in the simple fact that if we can get to a point where we don't have any financial strife, I don't want to ever have to worry about the power bill no more. I want to start looking at these bills and be like, okay, let me pay that. Oh, okay, oh shit, I forgot I got to take care of that. Boom. If they can square me away in that vein, if I can come up and get my stuff where I need it to be honest with you, people like Best, my boy Matt, Miss T Mert, Vern Miller, anybody, I wish I could take one item of your choice from my merch store and send it to you so you can spread the word. I'd love for you guys, but see, I had to open that merch store so there'll be some new financial help. I'm not monetized. I'm not monetized on YouTube. I'm not even monetized on TikTok. I'm not really monetized anywhere. So you have to come up with these different ways to make money while you're doing social media. When said social media outlet you're using, when you grow, because far as look, YouTube is gonna keep pushing the goalposts. You get 30,000 subs, all of a sudden it takes 70 or 200 million to actually get monetized. They just keep moving the goalposts back. That can frustrate you too. You'd be like, man, if they're gonna keep doing that, I ain't gonna never make it and all that. They're doing that so people will fucking stop. They're doing that so if you are trying to be in social media and use their platform, they're trying to stop you. So there can only be so many people that they're paying. There's only so many people that they're paying. And that's fine. It's the same thing with streaming. I know you guys been hearing about the streaming. They say if you do, I was just looking at this the other day. They said if you do like 50,000 streams or some shit like that, it's like $400 or some bullshit like that. to where Snoop has said he did over 1 billion streams and only got 40 grand. So the music business as we know it is over. That's the reason why Master P don't own No Limit no more. I don't know who owned No Limit. Yeah, because obviously he sold it for several $1,000,000 and started doing branding. Cereal and all this other shit. He's smart to do that. When you get your name in all these different packages, it don't matter. If you got 20, it's the same thing with me starting my merch store. There are people gonna go to that merch store and see one specific thing and go, I like that. That fucking hoodie is hard. The rest of the shit cool, but I like that hoodie. So that's the shit that Master P's doing. You put your name, I got chips, I got burritos, I got this. Everybody will try all your shit, but then they'll try the burritos or the honey bun or whatever, and that one thing is what they like. It might be a few people out there like all your products, be like, oh, that's good. But there's not always gonna be people like that. The point I'm trying to make is you gotta put your name out there. You gotta invest into a company, come up with a brand, come up with an idea. Especially if it's like clothing, food, and stuff like that people can gravitate to. If you go to my store, I've been saying this phrase on Instagram, not on Instagram, my bad. Well, actually, yeah, on Instagram too, for sure. But on TikTok, there's a lot of videos about all of the shit that's going on in the world. Perfect example is these Karens and Kens. That hasn't happened to me in my neighborhood. And over in these hills over here in the valley, you would think that would happen because it's predominantly them. It's predominantly other people other than this skin tone. Shit, I get more respect than you could ever think of. Some people have come out and said, a couple of neighbors of mine, we'd have had some issues, but it never went weird. You know what I'm saying? They just was wrong. And I had to put them on game. Like, no, you don't supposed to be doing that. And I ain't no Ken type nigga. I'm not like that. They're the ones that do shit, and you come to them and be like, "Hey, what the fuck is you doing?" And they look at you like, "Oh, okay, neighbor of mine." I came to them, motherfuckers parked in the driveway, and I mean it was half in the drive. There's no way no cars was getting out. I knock on their door. The old dude whose truck it is, he goes. I tell him, "Yo, your truck is in the driveway. I mean, it's really in the driveway. There's no way we can get out." Dude looked at me and I couldn't see him because he was one of those iron gate doors. He says, "I don't believe you." I was blown away. I was like, "What? The fuck you mean? I didn't cuss or nothing." I said, "What do you mean you don't believe me?" I said, "Why would I come over here in the rain?" Mind you, it was raining that day. Why would I come to your house, knock on your door and bother you? For me, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. The first day, I guess his granddaughter, I don't know who she was, but young, pretty good looking Hispanic chick. I've seen her with a dude, whatnot. Let me just first start off and saying I don't know if it's a race thing or not. Especially the thing that kills me is the Hispanics voted for Trump and then now they crying and shit because they getting their people threw out. It's almost like you took out your trash and then you got in the trash bag and put yourself and the trash in the can and close the lid instead of going back in the house. So anyway, the granddaughter comes, "Don't talk to them like that. He's an old man." I couldn't even see who it was. I was like, "Look, y'all tripping. I don't have no idea why y'all coming at me like this." I said, "First off, I've never spoken to you people in my fucking life. Not once. I've seen people pass and going. This two buildings down. How the fuck you park in front of our building? You two buildings are in front of our property. I'm sorry, not a building. In front of our property. You two buildings down. I tell you in the driveway, you look at me dead in my face and tell me I don't believe you." It's almost like they knew me. Like, this dude be tripping. I don't believe him. What the fuck are you talking about? They look stupid as hell when the wife of the old man and the granddaughter, whatever, she come out trying to scold me. I'm like, "Look, I don't have an idea who the hell you is or whatever. I'm just telling you the truck is in the driveway." So I said, "You can come see for yourself," which is just, for me to even have to say any of that was ridiculous. But that's the world we live in. That's the world we live in. Somebody can actually look you in your face and tell you that they don't believe that their truck that they parked is in your driveway, so you can't leave. When they came out and saw that was the case, they was like, "Oh, we're sorry." I know you are. Let's not even address the truck anymore. Let's address why would you assume that I was lying? Like you knew me, or we've had beef, or said I've said something to y'all before. See, that's when you know it's more uh than what you asking them or telling them. It has something to do with you. It has something to do with you. And we're talking Hispanics. We're talking Hispanics. I got a lot of Hispanic friends. The people across the street from these same people, Sal and his family, we cool as fuck. There's two Sals that live next door to each other, by the way, across the street from this particular person. And I know they've seen me interact with them. So I don't know. I have no idea why people do what they do. I brought that story up just to say, if you go to my merch store, corner store. Now, by the way, for those who don't have my Instagram and would like to just find out where it is, there's a company called Printify, Printify, Printify. If you go to the printify.com website and just search the corner store television merch store or corner store television with a K, it'll pop up. So you could go that and do it that way as well. But it's easier to go to my Instagram or my TikTok, by the way, corner store television TikTok, and the links to my store are there. There's a T-shirt in the store called Insanity, like insanity, insanity. I don't know why the fuck I said it like that. Insanity. What the fuck? Insanity is contagious. And I really believe that, especially today. It's almost like people are getting crazier, crazier, and fucking crazier by the minute. You tell me if you think I'm lying. In this country, just the other day, a United States Senator, Alex Padilla from California, was arrested questioning another a cabinet member of the Trump staff, Christy Nome, the one of the chick that's in charge, or one of the top people for the Homeland Security, who's got ICE raiding the fuck out of her. Look, if it was black people being rounded up, you know damn well it'd be protests with black people out there. And we didn't roll with Hispanic people regarding situations before. We definitely have. But they had the nerve to call us out talking about, oh, well, they not riding for us. We got to stand together. Well, ain't y'all the same people y'all got people that's in office. We don't have a whole lot of people in office. There's more Hispanic senators, city councilmen, assembly people, there's more Hispanic representation in politics in California and around the country for that matter, depending on what state you are in. And they're not even helping. You know why? Because their political positions would be in jeopardy if they were to speak against. If you're a Democrat, obviously you speaking against anything and everything that's going on. It's not the Republican Party no more. It's the MAGA Party. Matter of fact, that's actually probably going to end up. This is how crazy this country is, and why my T-shirt "Insanity is Contagious" is in my store. There's a chance, and there's been several other parties trying to be created. There was the Tea Party. There was the Patriot Party. There was the Independence Party. There was the Black Panther Party. A lot of people don't realize the Black Panthers were trying to be a political party to have their own representatives to run for office. But they killed all of them and turned them into some kind of terrorist group, or some group that was a subversive group that was going to try to overthrow the government, which was lies. It was just black faces, and they turned them into villains. The libertarians, I don't even know how that is even a thing. The Libertarian Party is so whack that they went on ahead and just said, fuck it. If you're a libertarian, you just independent. They don't even acknowledge the Libertarian Party. Go figure. But I can guarantee you, if there was a push to have a third party, which would be Democrat, Republican, and MAGA, that MAGA would become the actual third party of this country. Watch what I say. Watch what I say. You chilling with Dex, and Dex gonna tell you the fucking truth, let alone on Corner Store Podcast or when it's just me talking. Cause I'm just in the crib chilling. First off, I'm not about to be in my studio, which is on fire hot. Well, actually, I could have did the pod earlier this morning in the studio. I was just lazy and didn't get up. And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it in the house. Shout out to Willie D Live. That brother has been on it. Willie D has been on it on every subject you could think of. Every subject. That's the reason why I want to broach all of that. Because Willie D been out there getting it, y'all. That brother has been out there getting it. Talking about some real issues in America and in our communities. There's no doubt about it. You know, I'm at a point now. I can't sit back. I'm just so I'm riled up now. I done got riled up. This is personal opinion. Father's Day just passed this Sunday. And we might as well abolish. I'm all for abolishing that holiday. It's not really a holiday. I'm all for abolishing that day because it represents. I know what it represents, and idealistically, it's amazing. Just like Mother's Day, it's amazing. Fathers should be celebrated, but when that day comes, this past Sunday, fathers don't be celebrated. I'm too blessed to have had my son, who's a naval sailor now, call from the deck of his ship while he was on duty, just to tell his dad he loved him and I love you, Dad. Happy Father's Day. Which I was, pause on this statement, but I was tickled pink when he said that, or when he called, because you want acknowledgement from your kids, and there are people out there that I know, not necessarily know, but I know there are people out there who don't have relationships with their mother or father to even call them on that day for whatever reason. Maybe the kid hate them or they hate the kid or whatever. But the simple fact is, fathers do not get celebrated like mothers. I have no fucking clue why. You can give me every reason in the book. Don't ask a woman why, because they'll tell you the most vile bullshit about why they think Father's Day shouldn't be celebrated as much as Mother's Day. And they'll say all kinds of things about the men, about they ain't this, they ain't that. There are millions upon millions of good dads out there doing all kind of stuff for their kids. And all of a sudden, and not all of a sudden, hell, when comedians start talking about shit and putting it in their comedy, it's a real thing. A comedian said, shit, I guess mothers get everything. During Mother's Day, it'd be vendors on the fucking road selling flowers, teddy bears, chocolate heart. Every fucking corner you look at, it'd be thousands of people out there in California selling roses and everything on Mother's Day, getting paid. Father's Day come around, tumbleweeds, crickets. You be lucky you get something from Amazon, a cup that say great dad or wonderful dad, or a pair of fucking socks. It's just the facts. That's just facts. You'd be lucky if your kids took you to breakfast. Hey, Dad, you want some more cheese on them eggs? Nigga, hey, you better be happy if anybody in your family calls you and says, Happy Father's Day. Depression is a real thing, especially with black men. Every other culture other than the African American community or the black community in this country celebrate their fathers to a certain degree. Now, I'm pretty sure it's still bad in other races. Some fathers just don't get the same love. Hell, there might be a father I saw a video. Dude told him, he said, "I don't want nothing on Father's Day. This is my job. That's what I'm supposed to do." Everybody got their own idealism of how they think. I think there's only two motherfucking times you're supposed to celebrate somebody in a calendar year. This is my opinion. You ain't gotta like it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't agree with it, I would agree. I'm stealing this line from a nigga named Cuss Creek off of TikTok. If you don't like what I like, I don't give a fuck. That's dude's tagline. He had me dying. Fathers do matter too, best Matt. I agree with you. But people don't see it the way that we see it. They don't see it the way we see it. You know damn well they don't see it the way we see it. They never will. What I'll tell you is this, though. There's only two times you're supposed to celebrate somebody, in my eyes. That's on their born day and Christmas. And Christmas is a fake ass holiday. They ain't got nothing to do with God. Jesus. Jesus wasn't even born in the month of December like they say. That shit is all cap. You can go look it up yourself. His name is not Jesus either. It's Yahshua. Yahshua. God's name is Yahweh. They'll have you, and see, when you saying amen, now I'm going to the spiritual shit again. Only reason why I know this is because I've over the years I've learned about what's really going on with the religious stuff. When you saying amen, you saying it to Amen Ra. There's a god, an Egyptian god. You're supposed to say hallelujah after you pray. I never knew none of this stuff. Some even say, since you know the way people have been praying and calling in Jesus' name and all that stuff, that you've been praying to the devil the whole time, giving him all kind of power. Now make that make sense. Wouldn't that piss you off if you're a Christian or a spiritual person and you love God and you've been saying all the wrong things because that's what you've been taught from boo-booing in your diaper? Make it make sense, man. It's a memes type situation. Make it make sense. It's a memes type situation. You know what I'm saying? It really is. You know, it really is. Now, hey, Matt, are you a father? Because I see Matthew is chilling out there in France. He hangs out with his fam. I saw the pictures on IG, and you know, you be chilling with your folks. And it look like you have a good dynamic out there. Somebody like myself who really sees things, I see no kids. I got you. Whatever you're doing out there, you guys are living a simpler life. You're living a life of love. And I wouldn't necessarily consider it leisure, because leisure means you ain't doing nothing every day. No, I doubt that very seriously. I'm sure you do quite a bit to continue to exist even over there. I don't know the economic standpoint. You know what I'm saying? He said, yeah, we work hard, but we chilling too. And I respect it. And that's exactly how I be. I would love to fucking come out there and hang out with you, dog. I'm gonna be real 100 with you. I would love to come to France. Once I get my shit right, I'm gonna say it right now, Matt. I'm gonna put your ass on blast. Not in a bad way. Pause on the ass thing. I want you to be my liaison in France. Spread the word. Spread the word. Cornerstone Television, that shit dope, man. I don't normally fuck with American shit, but this one dude, I'm gonna tell y'all why. It's just the obscurity of him. He's just a dude nobody knows about, and he's just funny, and he loves hip hop. If I was you, I'd watch Cornerstone TV with OMD, Old Man Dex. He's real cool. He's based out of LA. I want you to go out there and spread the word for me in France and wherever you go in Europe, and wear that tee or whatever you're gonna buy with pride. I appreciate and respect you, bro. I appreciate you hanging in there with me. I couldn't be more proud to know you. We've never spoken. Obviously, we talked here and even made some messages to each other on Instagram. A lot of other female T, not female, you in particular. I mean, like Miss T Bird and Slim and a couple other people have reached out and we've kind of conversed. Um, it's a blessing to meet people you don't know, especially when they're across the water, thousands and thousands of miles away, that adhere to you as a person so much that they would when they see that that boy Big Dex is on, let me go check Dex out, see what he's talking about. I couldn't be more uh, I couldn't be more thankful, man. I don't even know what to say. But yeah, do me a favor, y'all. Whoever was on the live, who's gonna see the live, share this video, like it, subscribe, make comments on it afterwards, and all of the corners. Man, if you want to see nostalgic hip hop, you want to see hip hop at its finest, at its purest form, whether it's freestyles or some of the greatest music ever, go to my shorts. Come to the Corner Store Television YouTube or TikTok channels, and I'm telling you, you're not gonna be disappointed. You're going to enjoy what you see. Some of the subject matter that I broach on my podcast, or any of the music that you might hear, I don't. Antonio Salazar said I don't. I wonder why he said that. What did I do? What do you mean you don't? Explain that to me, bro. And my man Best said real hip hop all day long. Even with some of the freestyles that I do, always real hip hop right here. It's all for the love, y'all. It's all for the love. Real hip hop all day. I don't know what this Antonio Salazar's guy was talking about. Shout out to you. Thank you for being on the live. I don't know what I don't meant. Obviously you don't fuck with me, or I don't know what it meant. I'm tripping right now by you saying that. Explain that to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you was here and you peeked your head in and everything, but a lot of times when you saying I don't, check this beat right here. I love this track right here. This shit crazy. Hold on. Yeah. See, this real hip hop right here. Real hip hop. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna start that over. I ain't playing no games. I love you, girl. I want you right here in my world. I love you to the end of time, mama. I ain't gonna play no games with you, no drama. Got to get them M's with a comma. Gotta get it in. You heard me, mama. I'm the type of nigga that's gonna put a ring on it. Hold your hand out and flown it. Me and you up on it. I never gonna play games with you. All I wanna do is love you. You know what I'm saying, boo? Yeah. Never gonna play games. Never gonna play games. Yeah. I said, I ain't gonna never play games with you, baby. Sexy ass girl, you drive me crazy. You're so damn fine, you amazing. Dexter 300, red eye till I die, always running. Mama, you so sexy, yeah, you what I wanted. Yeah, keep it real, baby. Keep it real, baby. Yeah. I said, I heard this fucking track, this instrumental a while back, and I was like, oh my God. I freestyled to it. I put a short up of why should you play games a while ago, and got a little feedback. People was like, that's kind of cool, OG. So that's the reason why people like Best, Matt is on here, and other folk have decided to become subscribers to the channel. And I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. This has been Chilling with Dex. You already know what it is. Go to my merch store and get you something. Help your boy out. Also, if you'd like to donate, if you would like to donate to Corner Store Television Show, Chilling with Dex, Corner Store Podcast, New Artist Music Review, Comic Book Corner, and all of these shows can continue and I can grow and show, improve, and do what it do. Please contribute. Don't have to be nothing major. Don't have to be no big money. I ain't looking for no big money. I have Venmo, I have PayPal, and I have Cash App. If you'd like to know any of those, so you can contribute to me, you can go into my information on my Corner Store channel. You know, go into the description, and you'll see all of those PayPal, Venmo, all of those, so you could send me something. I know that sounds like a preacher in a fucked up ass church. You know, I ain't gonna let none of y'all leave this motherfucker till I get something in the collection plate. Close the doors. Matter of fact, everybody back there, close the doors. Close the doors. Hey, you walking out, close the doors. Nah, it ain't like that at all. It's to help me continue to do what I do and grow and keep showing y'all the love and also talking about stuff that's going on in the world. Let me know if you guys want to see or hear a new artist music review show tonight or a track vibe show, depending on which one you fuck with the most, because I love track vibe. Obviously, you hear the beats in the back. But yeah, this your boy OMD, man. Chilling at the crib. Got the AC on. It is 94 degrees in San Fernando Valley, Los Angeles. Obviously, it's a sunny, beautiful day. I might get out for a minute, take me a little walk, you know what I'm saying? And also have some lunch. It's almost noon here in Los Angeles, California, on the left coast. On the left coast, not the west coast. We're on the left side of the map in the United States. We're on the left side of the map. And I'm going to holler at y'all. Stay blessed. Stay loved. Love your kids. Love your family. Love yourself. Because if you don't love you, you can't do shit for nobody else. This your boy OMD, Dexter Davis, Old Man Dex, a.k.a. Doc Savage and Man of Bronze. And this has been Chilling with Dex. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to catch y'all later. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. That's a side piece. Get it? Side piece. I'll give you the regular piece. Fuck it. But if you got a side piece, you already know what it is. I'll let y'all. Yeah. Yeah.